Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video we will discuss the potential leak of a continuation to Far Cry 5 in the form of a full-blown sequel that is Far Cry 6 or a massive new DLC expansion which hasn't been announced, which will see the return of Joseph Seed, the father from Far Cry 5. But before we begin this video, if you guys enjoy it and are excited to see more of the father, then make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe for plenty more Far Cry content in the future. This so-called leak comes straight from Greg Brick himself. Greg Brick, for those of you that don't know, was the actor for the father in Far Cry 5. He posted a picture on his Instagram which since has been taken down, but thanks to the Reddit user DeadDecidui, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, apologies if I completely butchered your name. So he has posted a screenshot onto the Far Cry subreddit so we can still see what was posted before it was taken down, possibly at Ubisoft's request. As you guys can see, Greg Brick posted a picture with the caption, "Hello, I'm back, #thefather," showing that he's ready to do more motion capture for Joseph Seed. From the post, it's pretty clear that we will see more of the father in the future. Obviously, the post wasn't meant to be up in the first place as it was since taken down. So after seeing that post, I asked myself, is it actually possible that we will see more of the father in the future? Will it actually fit in the canon of the story to see more of the father in future Far Cry games? And we don't have to look far. I mean, all we have to do is look at the ending of Far Cry 5. This next part will spoil the ending of Far Cry 5, so if you haven't finished the game, I truly recommend you skip this next bit out. As many of you know, when you finish Far Cry 5, all hell breaks loose. The bombs drop and you flee to the bunker in order to survive. On your way to the bunker, you get knocked out, but only to wake up with Joseph Seed there with you. The ending, of course, leaves many questions unanswered, and we want to find out what happens to the protagonist and the father. An abrupt ending like this makes me think that this isn't the end of the story, and a sequel is in the works. A sequel that should launch fairly soon, because I think I speak for everybody when I say we wouldn't want to wait 3 to 5 years for a continuation of a cliffhanger ending like that. Many people have speculated that the father might make an appearance in the Living Dead DLC, the zombie-themed expansion for Far Cry 5. In my opinion, that will not be the case as it's too close to release for any motion capture sessions to be done in time for release of the DLC, which I believe was meant to be releasing in August. Another thing is the description of the DLC, which states, B-movie director Guy Marvel is destined to be the next big thing. Just ask him. Join him in 7 hilarious scenarios to take on hordes and hordes of the undead. For me, it just sounds like the tone of the DLC is gonna be humorous, similar to the Mars DLC. And obviously, if you guys have finished Far Cry 5, that ending was all but humorous. It was just eerily creepy. And as we've seen from the other DLCs, none of them related to the main story of the game, so I don't think this one would be any different. I believe that Instagram post could be hinting at a brand new Far Cry game, most likely Far Cry 6. As it'd be a really weird way to wrap up the canon story of a Far Cry game in form of a DLC. I mean, you would have to expect people to buy the DLC in order to understand fully the ending, which to me is just a weird business practice, so I don't think we'll see something like that. I think we're gonna get a full-blown game. Far Cry 6 I don't think will be drastically different from Far Cry 5. We might be obviously revisiting the same map of Hope County, this time of course in a post-apocalyptic setting, which I think is a perfect fit for a Far Cry game. I think it'd be a very interesting concept to have the main villain of a game, the villain that you've been trying to take down this entire time, potentially become your only ally in the fight for survival in the new world. I assume Far Cry 6 will be mechanically and visually very similar to Far Cry 5. What we will most likely see is the continuation of the father story with gameplay improvements and potentially new regions to explore. I mean, look at it that way. The Far Cry game loop fits a post-apocalyptic setting perfectly in my opinion. Imagine finding yourself in a post-apocalyptic setting struggling to survive. The best way for you to survive would be to rebuild and in the process build a following. Gather a group of survivors to aid you in the fight for survival, similar to how you did it in Far Cry 5, but obviously without the loophole of why the military didn't get involved and why the government didn't step in and didn't see any of this crazy cult shenanigans going on, because I think we can all agree that being placed in an environment like that, it just doesn't make much sense, especially with mobile phones and everything. I understand the backstory was they had jammers, they blocked all the roads and everything, but you would think somebody would be able to escape their influence and would be able to break out and tell the government, tell the state what's going on in Hope County. So like I said, a post-apocalyptic setting I think would be perfect for a Far Cry game, because there is nobody to help you, to come and rescue you. There's no government, there's no military anymore. I mean, all hell broke loose at the end of Far Cry 5. So finding yourself, like I said, in this post-apocalyptic setting, getting supplies, weapons, new followers, all that sort of stuff to build up a community and start new. I think that would be a really amazing Far Cry game. It's something that I really craved halfway through Far Cry 5, so it would be really cool to see something like this in obviously Far Cry 6. So what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think we will see the return of the father in Far Cry 6? Do you think that Greg Brick did accidentally confirm Far Cry 6? Or do you think it's a brand new DLC we haven't heard about yet? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And for those of you that don't know, I do have a public Discord that you can join, and I do live stream on Twitch every single day apart from Tuesdays, so you can check out the links to those in the comments down below. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, goodbye. Bye bye.